Mike, sports, vibes. Thank you for vibing with the bull. Do the LA Clippers really want James Harden? That's the question. Do the LA Clippers really want James Harden? As if, like, is James Harden washed up or something? Stop the cap. Nah, bruh. Nah. It's not that he's washed up, y'all. It's reverse psychology to try to get Daryl Morey to lower his asking price. This is all it is. It's chess, not checkers. And I'm going to say this right now. For all the Philadelphia 76er fans that's thinking that Daryl is willing to sacrifice one season in Joel Embiid's prime for 2024 because the so-called free agents are going to be the best and we're going to have the most market cap. Okay, yeah, we might have the most market cap, but how do you know those free agents are going to really be available? I'm just saying they might get signed before the season's over. I'm just saying, y'all, like, I don't see them sacrificing Joel Embiid's one of his prime years to go all in 2024, and anything can happen. Joel Embiid could get hurt. Not hoping, I hope he stays healthy, but we all know he's injury prone. I don't think he's willing to do it. And if he is, you might as well just trade Joel Embiid right now. If you're not going to do what you have to do to win a championship, trade him now. But let me get into they got an article out, and what's his name? Is it Chris Newbeck or what's the Bulls' name? Kyle Newbeck. My bad, y'all. Kyle Newbeck is talking saying about the whole Clippers and the 76ers rumors, trade rumors. He's talking. He said it isn't much of a change, but still reiterates that the Clippers aren't getting serious with their offers, right? And he's saying that even the Clippers' Harden preferred destination have been fairly unserious about what they're willing to give up in order to acquire him. The prevailing sentiment seems to be that Harden is still valued, but on the team's terms. That's what I'm saying. It's reverse psychology. Who's going to fold first? Who's going to fold first? Is it going to be the Clippers or is it going to be the Sixers? And it better not be the Sixers, man. Nah, bruh. We can't have it. Nah. Let's go Sixers. Let's go get the best player that we can get so we can win a championship since 1983. But he also said, which is a shift from the franchise-defining clout Harden had at his peak. Okay, that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, James Harden is not the Rockets Houston. He's not the Rockets Harden. He's not averaging. Let me see some of his averages real quick. Let me just see some of his averages. What did he average in Houston, y'all? What did he average in Houston? In the 2018-2019 season, he averaged 36.1 points a game. Oh, my gosh. Wow. And then the next year, the 2019-20 season, he averaged 34 points. But let me say this real quick. With those high averages, the game has changed since then. They don't call everything like they used to call. Those little ticky-tacky fouls when you drive to the hole and you get hit. It's not the same. You flail and you flop and you get these calls. It was part of the game back then, but now it's harder to get those calls. So now he's averaging 20. And he lost a little bit of a step, but even at his age and losing a little bit, he is not washed. I'm going to answer that question right now. He is not washed. He is still top. He's still one of the best players in the NBA right now, averaging 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 10.7 assists. Round that up to 11 assists. Led the NBA in assists, the assist leader. He's one of the best ball generals. He's a very, very good facilitator of the ball. He just didn't do it when it counted the most, and that is the last memory that these teams have. And the Knicks and the Clippers are trying to get Daryl to fold under pressure and make him drop the value so they can get him for pennies on a dollar, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Pennies on a dollar. That's what they're trying to do. And that's a good strategy. And I'm going to say this, and they're just, what's the one analogy I gave a couple of videos ago? What video did I do it? I said, like 3 videos ago, I had an analogy saying that they're like vultures right now. The Knicks and the Clippers and every team in the NBA are like vultures. And let me tell you why. Because if the Philadelphia 76ers, Daryl Morey, whoever's making the freaking decisions, if they do not get the right pieces around Joel Embiid this year, this will be us talking about Joel Embiid. Us talking about James Harden right now and Tobias Harris, we will be talking about the MVP of the regular season, Joel Embiid, in that same matter. Because at the end of the day, he only has a few more years in his prime. I'm hoping he stays healthy, but that's why I say, why would they sacrifice a year to wait until 2024 to get these pieces? I'm optimistic that they will make a move, and Daryl will not make a move that's going to set us back. And if you do get pieces and you get some first round picks, you can flip them to get some other players. But they have to be smart. They have to make the correct move to put this team in the right direction to get out of the freaking second round for the first time in a very long time. So, yes, James Harden is not washed. All this hate, you can say what you want about him going to the club. You can say what you want, him partying with Lil Baby and Meek Mills and this and going to these parties. The club, you know what club I'm talking about. Regular season, James Harden was absolutely amazing. And a couple of games in the playoffs, he was really amazing, scoring 40-piece nuggets in both games. But he wasn't consistent. He wasn't consistent. And for you to go out like that, and it's not just on James Harden, it's not just on him, but I'm just talking about him right now. For him to go out like that, his value dropped just because of that. Because it's a combination of his age and the way he balled out in the playoffs. Because if you go by his regular season stats, right, and if he was in his 20s, he would get a max deal right now. So he has a couple of things going against him, but he's still a pretty darn good player, and the 76ers need to make the right move. Stop the cap. He's not washed up. He's still one of the best in the game, and that's a freaking fact. If you could leave in the comments below and let me know that he's washed up, give me the stats that back that up, because I'm inviting all the smoke in the comments, in the comment section. I'm not even a James Harden fan right now, because once you want to leave Philadelphia 76ers, skedaddle. We don't want you no more. So I'm not even a big fan of James Harden, but I'm not going to sit there and say the man is washed. We got people saying he's washed, get him off the team, trade him for anybody. We're not trading him for anybody. And even though his value dropped, he's not the same Harden as Houston days. He's still a valuable player in the NBA, and you can get a lot back if you're patient enough, because the Clippers are going all in this next season, because I think Leonard and Paul George have a player option, and they possibly might not be a Clipper next season. So they're going to try their hardest to get Harden at a low price. They're going to try their hardest to get James Harden, because this is an all-in season for them. They are about to be terrible after this season coming up. Mark my words. The Clippers are going to go downhill. Who wants to play for the LA Clippers? Come on, man. You want to play for the LA Lakers more than anything. I don't want to be with the Clippers. I wouldn't if I was James Harden, I wouldn't want to go to the Clippers. But it just sucks, man. Tracy McGrady calling you out, which I feel like he's definitely right. It's just like, dude, man, get it together. Look in the mirror, man. How many teams have you been on? Look in the mirror and just think about what you're doing. You could build something very special in Philadelphia, and you could possibly win a championship next year. But for you to request a trade as if you really was being that bull in the playoffs is crazy to me. But I ain't going to talk y'all to death. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Are the Clippers really Are they really interested in James Harden? Or are they not interested in James Harden? Is James Harden washed up? And I must answer that question again. Nah, bruh. Nah. It's a no-go. It's a nah, bruh. He is not washed up. And the Sixers got a lot of tough decisions to make, and they got to do it hopefully soon, but it's a waiting game. Who's going to fold under pressure first? Is it going to be the 76ers? Is it going to be the Clippers? Is it going to be the Knicks? Even the Knicks are talking a lot of craziness, man. Talking about they not really interested in James Harden. After last week, they was interested in It's just so many mind games going around. It's chess, not checkers. It's chess, not checkers. And I never even played chess, but I know for a fact chess is way more difficult than checkers. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you vibing with me. If you're a Philadelphia 76er fan, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. The off season didn't just begin, but it just began. Let's go Sixers. Let's go get a championship. We ain't win since 1983. And I'm not going to lie, man. I wasn't born yet. I'm a 90s baby. I'm desperate for a championship, man. I'm out.